live from the Quad Cities. This is CBS4 News This Morning at 5.
A 4th of July tradition returns to East Moline today. And bigger crowds show up for smaller fireworks displays with Red, White, and Boom out of the picture. Good morning and happy 4th of July. I'm Emily Scarlett. Thousands of Quad Cityans will kick off the holiday breaking a sweat at the 32nd annual Firecracker Run in East Moline. Ashley Richmond joins us live from the race with more on this 4th of July tradition. Good morning, Ashley.
Hey Emily, we're here at the starting line of the Firecracker Run, where it's an early morning for these volunteers who are here already setting the course up and getting ready for the big day. Now, right now, downtown East Moline doesn't look busy, but this is a huge event every year, drawing in thousands of runners, so in a few hours it will be packed down here. But the Firecracker Run is more than just a 5K. Today's event also boasts a hilly 10K, a 5K, a 1-mile race, a kiddie fun run, and the famous hospital bed races. Now, race coordinators tell us that planning today's event is a big undertaking, but the course itself hasn't changed in all of the race's 32 years, and that could be why the Firecracker is so successful. Coordinators say they do their best to make this race a well-organized, well-oiled machine, and every year people can count on always having a great time. Now, if you want to come down here to this annual 4th of July tradition, you still have time. The races start today at 7:30 and wrap up with a pancake breakfast and a post-race party. Reporting live in downtown East Moline, Ashley Richmond, CBS4 News This Morning.
Thank you, Ashley. With Red, White, and Boom flooded out this year, many fans of the 4th were flocking to watch other smaller fireworks shows instead. Natalie Zeroni explains why more people than ever were in East Moline.
Moline has a fireworks show every year, but this year the numbers were higher than ever.
East Moline was the biggest city in the area having a fireworks celebration. Milan and Mercer County also had shows last night. East Moline usually sets off their July 3rd spectacular on Campbell's Island, but high waters forced the city to set off fireworks from the bike path east of the visitor center in the quarter instead. Folks we spoke to at the East Moline fireworks show say it's just not the same as the bigger show.
Just changeable planes and just came here.
East Moline isn't anywhere near as good as the Red, White, and Boom.
There are more activities in East Moline scheduled for today. This morning there's a firecracker run in East Moline bright and early at 7:30 a.m. and a parade at 1 p.m. Natalie Zeroni, CBS4 News This Morning.
Thank you, Natalie. And the fireworks continue tonight. For Illinois, there are several shows scheduled to begin at dusk. There are displays in Aledo at the Mercer County Fairgrounds, Galena on Main Street, Galesburg at the Lake Story Beach, and Galva at the Galva Park District. You can also see displays in Kewanee at Northeast Park, Mount Carroll at the Middle School Athletic Field, and in Prophetstown at their state park. As for displays in Iowa, Bellevue will begin their show at 9:30 on Riverview Street. The other shows are scheduled to begin at dusk, including in Bettendorf at Middle Park. Coralville will be at St. Morrison Park, and Grandma will show fireworks at the ballpark. You can also see displays in Monticello at the Jones County Fairgrounds, in Muscatine over the Mississippi River, and in Tipton at their city park. Another big event on the move because of flooding, the Mississippi Valley Blues Fest. With LeClaire Park underwater, the 30th annual festival was moved up to 2nd Street. And while the scene was still festive, those we spoke to say it's not quite the same.
I miss the park, I miss the band shell. That's always a dimension that you really can't match, being in the middle of a street. But you know what? The music's still good.
2nd Street from Ripley to Brady Streets will be closed until Sunday. Davenport police are warning drivers not to drive past barricades set up to block traffic from flooded streets. The barriers are set up for one reason: to keep people away from the dangerous Mississippi floodwaters. Not only could the water be contaminated, but there could be sinkholes or manholes that pop up, making it dangerous to drive through. And auto mechanics tell us any amount of water can do a lot of damage to your car, damages that could have put a dent in your wallet.
If you run your car into 6 inches, a foot, 2 feet of water, the water can get up inside the engine and hydrolock the engine. It can cause the engine to fail, and you might need a new engine, which could be thousands of dollars.
The best advice when you come across a flooded roadway: turn around and don't drown. Good morning to you, Anthony. That's probably pretty good advice. It seems that when natural disasters happen, sometimes people are weary of following directions, but it's probably a good idea to listen to what authorities are telling you.
You know, it is definitely a good idea there, Emily, because, you know, you never know if those roads are washed out or how deep the water is. And
Yes.
that's when accidents happen and people die.
Exactly. You may not know how serious the situation is until you're already too deep.
Well, you know, it was 7 years ago today that we had a flash flooding situation in the Quad Cities on the 4th of July, and I was even caught in it on the way to work early that morning. And it was a scary experience in Moline when the waters just filled the intersections and stranded cars. So whenever you see water over the roadways, don't try driving through it, because again, you don't know how deep that water is, and it only takes about a half a foot of water to sweep away a car. So waters are very dangerous, and hopefully we won't be dealing with any of those problems, at least today, from additional rainfall. It's going to be a very nice day out there, but we do have some more rain in our forecast, and what that means for us is that we will see the possibility of some more flooding as we head into early next week. Right now, 59 degrees in the Quad Cities. Winds are calm at this time. You can see that there have been some pesky clouds hanging on right around the Quad Cities. That kept our temperatures up just a little bit. And out across the upper Midwest, just some isolated showers and storms there across Minnesota. That'll stay well to the north of us today. But this is the next weather system that will be affecting our weather, but that will not be until later tomorrow. High temperature for this 4th of July, up near 80 degrees. Our light, calm winds out there right now will be switching around to the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and we'll see plenty of sunshine today. So almost picture perfect 4th of July across the area today.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that, not only for me, but those enjoying a long weekend and those that have had a rough week because of severe weather earlier in the week. I think it's time for some decent weather.
It is, and you know, last night the people that went out and checked out the fireworks festivities had a great evening. Tonight will be just as nice. If you have outdoor plans later tomorrow, and for part of Sunday, not so great. We'll have that coming up.
All right, thanks, Anthony. So it looks like you should take advantage of the beautiful weather we're expecting today. All right, which senior citizens rated having a higher quality of life? Is it those in the Midwest or down south? The answer in your health news up next.
Stay with us. You're watching CBS4 News this morning. The time now is 5:08.
You're watching CBS4 News This Morning at 5 with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is CBS4 News This Morning.